I hear so many people say, oh, we've all been through, bad things, or we all grew up in, certain type of, a certain type of way that caused us trauma. And I totally get that. But the type of trauma that you grow up experiencing when you come from where I came from, I lived in 2 separate buildings. I lived in a 7-story brick building, and then I moved with my grandmother to a 14, if I can remember right, 14-story. And there was times where the elevators did not work. There was times where they worked and the gangbangers stopped them from working on purpose, so they still didn't work. And there was raper men, is what they called them. They were raper men. The raper man is somewhere in the building. Don't know where, but you better be careful, because walking up them stairs, you never know when he gonna pull you and rape you, and you just have to get raped and keep on going because he the raper man. Not to mention, those hallways are dark because they either break the lights, take the light bulbs out, or it just don't work. And now you have to, not only do you have to walk up 14 flights or 12 flights or however many flights you live, not only do you have to walk up those flights of stairs and possibly get raped, but now you have to walk up those stairs in the dark. And see, back then we didn't have cell phones with lights on it, so you got people with cigarette lighters in the hallways trying to see their way up to the stairs while clenching a knife or something in their hand, just in case the raper man jump out on them and try to rape them. And as you're going up the stairs, you got the gangbangers that's hiding in the hallways, and you bump into one of them like, oh, excuse me, I'm just trying to get, what floor you trying to get to? I'm just trying to get to 12. And imagine this all while you are a kid. Can you process that? I don't think so. So when people talk about childhood traumas and where they come from, they don't always necessarily come from being beat or, abandoned by your parents, which that's a big chunk of it. But it's things like that right there, having to walk up 12 flights of stairs in the dark with a possible raper man in the hallway that might get you and rape you, and you don't know. So now you got to have a knife. You're full of fear. You are scared for your life, scared to get raped, scared to get killed. Oh, mind you, he might kill you after he rape you and hide your body in one of the abandoned apartments that's in the building that who's checking on them? Ain't no maintenance. There's no maintenance. There's no upkeeps of these buildings. That's why they don't exist anymore. That's why they blew them boys up. They, demolished those buildings. But they were around for a very long time before they were demolished. So just imagine the generations that grew up in those buildings, generation after generation after generation, and it was normal.